Welcome back. We are joined by UFC flyweight Ivana Petrovic. Ivana, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for invitation.
Yeah, absolutely. You haven't fought since July of last year against Luana Carolina. How have you been? What has been going on with you over the past 10 months or so? Just sort of give us a breakdown.
So I really wanted to fight earlier because I'm fighting obviously every 3-4 months, and
Right.
this is really long time for me. But it was hard to get a fight, but also it was really good because I could train on the things I really need to train on. I was working a lot of my striking. Everyone knows I'm a good grappler. I really like the grapple.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm coming from kickboxing, and I forgot that part. But now I found old Ivana. I'm striking like I did before, and I really feel comfortable while striking. So we was working a lot of that on that part of my game as well. So I feel much more like complete fighter now.
That's great. So it almost sounds like you've used the last 10 months to sort of reinvent yourself as a fighter. Would that be right to say?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the right word for that.
Okay, great. Well, I love when fighters really just, not that you're going to change. You're obviously still going to be a grappler, but you will just to add new elements to your game to come back as a different fighter. I love when fighters take that approach. You're fighting Na Liang. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize.
Yeah.
So on April 27th at UFC Vegas, how do you see this fight going? What do you think of the matchup?
I think this is really good matchup for me. She's a wrestler. She's good on the ground, and she's probably gonna want to take this fight on the ground. But either way, I'm ready for both. I'm comfortable at the ground, and I like when fight go down. But of course, if she want to change something or do another game plan that she didn't did before, like strike or something like that, I'm also ready for that. So wherever this fight goes, I'm pretty sure I can manage to win this one.
And like you said, you've added more striking, more kickboxing into your game. And as I'm sure you saw at UFC 300, the bonuses went up to $300,000. Now, it remains to be seen if they're going to keep doing a higher than the normal $50,000. But is that an extra motivation for you with the new kickboxing? You're searching for more, I guess you would call it like camera-friendly moments, like those special moments, like the knockouts, the TKOs, rather than just, control time and submissions.
Obviously, people likes to see good striking. People likes when someone is banging with each other.
Yeah.
And that was a part of me as well. I really like that until I find grappling, and I find that I can finish the fights much easier than when I'm striking. But of course, like I said, I'm coming from striking, and if this fight is gonna be just kickboxing, I'm ready for that. And of course, money is always motivation. If Dana can give us more for the bonuses, that's pretty good motivation to just go all in.
Well, so to shift gears for a second, you are Norwegian, correct?
I'm actually Croatian.
Right. I knew you were Croatian, but you're from Norway.
Yeah, I live in Norway last 9 years.
Okay, yeah, my family is from Norway as well, so I was just curious about that.
Yeah.
But you went to Croatia on a recent trip, and you trained with an MMA legend in Mirko Cro Cop. What was that experience like for you, and how did that happen? How did that experience come about?
So I'm a really big fan of Mirko, and I think he's one of the reasons why I start my MMA journey, because I was watching the fight with my father when I was a little girl. And in 2014, he made like his like present for the fighters, like for his, I think it was 40th birthday seminar, and somehow I got in. And I met him there, and I was just a kickboxer, and I just wanted to learn from him. And I had that little dream to become an MMA fighter. And yeah, after 10 years, or we were friends on Facebook. He knows me after that. And then I contacted him because we were visiting Croatia. We were training at ATT. And I sent him a message. He said, of course, come to my gym and we can train together. So yeah, that's the story. And it was amazing. We didn't film so much, and he didn't want to show his secrets, but
okay.
Really, really good experience.
Yeah, what was that? So like, does that add extra pressure for you knowing that you're training with somebody who's such a legend, or does he make you feel like you're like or is that not something that even crosses your mind? Because for me personally, whenever I'm around people that are like really high up in their craft, I always get a little bit nervous. Did it make you nervous? Did you feel extra pressure, or was it cool?
To be honest, I was really nervous when we were driving there. I felt like I'm going to fight with him. It was you know, that feeling before the fight, and I was like, why I'm so nervous? This is so funny.
Yeah.
But well, then I met him, and he's a legend, and it was really fun time, and I learned a lot. Even we were training really hard, but we was training for a couple of days. So second, third day, it was much easier when I really got to know him and everything.
That's great. Well, I hope it was really cool. I actually checked out your YouTube channel just before we did the interview, so I watched a little bit of it. I subscribed. Everybody should go subscribe to Ivana's YouTube channel. So what is an average day of training like for you? Do you prioritize fighters like Sean Strickland really prioritizes his sparring, where other fighters really prioritize their grappling, others mix it in. What is an average day of training like for you, and what do you prioritize?
So when we were at home, I do a lot of kickboxing. I'm going to boxing gym. I do boxing sparrings with boxers, and of course I'm doing my MMA every day. We are usually training 9 o'clock, and then I do my footwork, bag work, and then after that we are doing our MMA training. That's maybe wrestling or grappling for MMA, or always something like MMA. It's not just grappling, or we are doing everything. And then, like I said, after that, I go to either boxing or kickboxing or doing jiu-jitsu fighters, and strength and conditioning is also part of that.
And what about recovery days? Like, do you do the cold plunges and hot tubs and the and saunas? Are you into that, or do you stay away from it?
Yeah, I'm doing the ice bath all the time. In Norway, that's really easy to do because they have saunas really near the sea. So you can jump in the sea. Sea is almost frozen, so we need to break the ice.
Wow.
And then after that, you have sauna. So that's the thing we are usually doing after the training. But of course, I do another things like I like to swim, so I'm swimming, and recovery things, massage and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You could just go hop in the ocean. How cold is the water there in Norway?
Last time when we were there, before we were going to Las Vegas, it was 1 Celsius.
Okay.
So pretty cold.
Wow. Right above freezing. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do a little rapid fire here, and then you can get on your way. They just announced that Alexa Grasso and Valentina Schevchenko will be doing the Ultimate Fighter. They're going to be having their trilogy fight. Just curious what you think about that fight, and who do you think will who will win?
I really think Valentina is going to win. I really respect Valentina, everything that she did for women's MMA, and of course Grasso is new fighter, and she's showing something new, and you don't need to be like really good striker to look really good to win the fight, because fight can go on the ground, fight can go some other way. So I'm really looking forward to see that fight, and hopefully Valentina's going to win, because I'm a fan of Valentina.
Okay.
But of course, if Alexa win this time, then we know that Alexa is better.
Right. Both fights have been so good too. They've been such good fights.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Erin Blanchfield versus Manon Fiorot fight? What did you think about that?
It was a really good fight, but if I'm the Blanchfield, I would try a little bit more to take her down. Blanchfield
Yeah.
had a heart, and she was punching her and trying to go in and do Manon's game, but I don't think Blanchfield should do that. She is, if I don't know, if I'm Blanchfield, I would probably try to take her down and finish the fight on the ground, or just control her on the ground.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's not so easy. It was not so easy. Fiorot was really ready to sprawl and everything, but yeah, obviously Blanchfield wanted to strike with her as well.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, well, so let's end it here. What's next for you after this fight? Are you hoping for like a ranked fight? Are you, where do you see yourself a year from now? That's a question I like to ask people.
Yeah, a year from now. Times go really fast. Either I didn't have the plan to get the belt in ours after 3 fights. I did it, and who knows? I'm really evolving. I'm pretty new in this sport. I got in professional MMA for 2 years ago, and I already did so much, and I really have a big expectation for myself, and I want to, after this fight, I want to climb the rankings, because I really think I'm someone who is some fighter who can be on the top really soon, because I'm complete fighter.
I love that, and you mentioned Valentina and you're a big fan. Is that like a dream fight of yours, would you say? Or is that, do you not want to fight somebody like Valentina because you respect her so much?
I respect her, but if I need to fight her, of course, that's the job.
Yeah. How would that go? How would it look? How would Ivana Petrovic do against Valentina Schevchenko?
Surprisingly, I think I wouldn't take her down. I would really try to strike with her.
Okay.
So one really good striking match.
Love
I'm
it.
bigger than her, longer than her, so hopefully my range would help with that.